he not even on the damn bench. They hit the big gym.
Steve-O. Hey, it's summer league. We can't take our eyes off the TV, but we got
For
things to
real.
talk about, my guy. Hey, I'm a big Paul George fan,
Me too.
especially when he was in Indiana, bro, and they was pushing LeBron-led teams to 7 games and so on and so forth. He was dunking on people and everything. And I guess all his early work and maybe his whole career is the reason why some of these young players, high school and NBA players, are saying that he is the greatest of all time. We're going to talk about that right after this, my guy.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
What's the word, NBA basketball fans? Welcome to another episode of NBA Central with the couple, the young man and the old dude. We doing our thing again today. Listen, man, you're a young guy, so I'm gonna throw it to you early, bro. I've come across a few times over the last month or so. We had Brandon Miller saying that he believes that Paul George is the GOAT of basketball. We have young Cayenne Anthony, Carmelo's young pup, saying the same thing. Paul George, he watched his daddy play, and he's saying that Paul George is the GOAT of basketball. And here we go. I came across this where this person said, "Hey, which one you gonna start, bench, or cut between Carmelo, T Mac, and Paul George?" And this gentleman said, "Drew, feel like Drew says Paul George been past these dudes a long time ago. None of them peaked as high as he did in 2019 or have as much playoff success. T Mac made it out the first round once. This shouldn't be a debate." All right, young fella, what you think of this whole
Hey, I
Paul George
mean,
situation?
one first thing I want to say, it just gives you um a sense to just sit back and look like, man, the people that I like. Even I feel like I grew up with that '03 draft class, and it's feel like everybody's gone. It's
Mm-hmm.
just LeBron left, so it's starting to. It just seeing stuff like this is making me realize, like, okay, that wave behind LeBron, that's who everybody's favorite players is now. That's the people that a lot of people copy their game after, especially people that want to be legit two-way players that he is. So it's not shocking, and I feel like it's not completely just crazy to say, oh, Paul George is one of my favorite players. Now, when they start getting to my goat, it's like, all right, like I get what you saying, like because even I told y'all off camera, AI is my goat, but you ain't gonna sit here, you ain't gonna hear me saying he's the greatest of all time come out my mouth because he just
No.
not. It just is levels to this. So yeah, I understand it, but and it also makes me realize, like, we throw around the word goat a little too much. We've been doing that, but we definitely been throwing around the word goat too
It's
much. Like, there's a lot. There was even in your day and age, like there was a lot of great players that were like Paul George around the league, but they wasn't just great. They wasn't. Like it'd be very hard right now to say he's great. Like he's gonna go down one of a very skilled good player, but putting great behind him, I feel like now he was close getting MVP and such. But if he got an MVP, a noticeable playoff series, then we could say that. But like dude said, like he tried to make seem like Carmelo and T Mac. Now T Mac, he kind of got some validity with T Mac, but Carmelo, come on now.
See, here's the thing about Mac. He played at the same time as Tim Duncan and Kobe, man.
That's
Like
true too.
it's like this. Mac led the league in scoring like 3-4 years straight
Yeah, and
with
yeah,
Orlando. And then he went to Houston, and Yao Ming was always hurt. Like always hurt. He played 20 games,
he was
30
too.
games,
They was
so on and
both
so forth.
always hurt.
So
Yeah,
like in my mind, it's like it's I can't dismiss T Mac on
yeah.
the first round, yada yada yada. I can't dismiss Melo only making it to one. Did he even make it to a conference finals? I think they made it to
He made it to a conference finals in
with
Denver,
Denver, and
and
I
that was
can't.
it.
But those are team situations. We're talking about individual
Individual.
players, all in their primes, right? If I'm gonna pick between the three of them, if we going by this, the start bench cut method, I'm starting T-Mac. Starting him. It's a toss up between which one I'm a bench between Melo and Paul
Yeah.
George. But the
Yeah.
reason why it's a toss up is because Paul George played defense, right? So I could have him come off the bench, be a dog defensively, and go get money offensively. But I remember prime Melo. I can still hear Melo in my head just from 2K when I got a brother that played with Melo wherever he went, and he would give us 50 every time with Melo because that
Yeah.
man was he was a beast, an efficient offensive scorer. So like I can't just dismiss him, dismiss either of those guys in that scenario by saying Paul George surpassed both of them because I disagree. I don't think he surpassed them as individual players. And then secondly, man, come on, man. Stop it. Come on, man. The GOAT of all basketball, Paul George. Nah, bro. I don't even gotta say nothing else other than no. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
And I do want to bring in some of the accolades because like you said, it's individualized. We got to talk about it. Let's bring up some of the stats. He's only a 8 times All Star. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
impressive. But when we compare it to Melo, who's probably in almost close to double digits, and T Mac, and he only has one first team.
Mm-hmm.
He has five. Now, I will give him credit. He does have five. He has five all NBA third team. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and one being as recent as 2021. He has two all team first team in defense and two all team in
Mm-hmm.
defense second team. And he made the all rookie team and he has the most improved player as well and the NBA steal leader. And that was in
Mm-hmm.
2019. So there is definitely vanillity there to saying that he's a great candidate to be somebody that inspires some of the youth. That's not what we're arguing. But to say he a GOAT, let's go. Like I said, I'm gonna look up some Melo. I want you to look up some T match stat. Not even stats, just some accomplishments real quick because we got to do the comparing. We really got to do. So we look at Melo, who had I believe a 15-year career.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he was up there. He was
Yeah,
long. He played.
yeah,
He just retired right now.
yep,
So.
yep. So like I said, it's a 10-time All Star, is a 2-time second team, a 4-time third team, has a scoring championship, NBA team, all rookie team, is a
Mm-hmm.
part of the top 75 all-time anniversary list.
Mm-hmm.
NCAA champion. Yes, we talk about college because when we go into the Hall of Fame, that counts too. College and high school. It's
Mm-hmm.
basketball Hall of Fame, not just NBA. So,
Mm-hmm.
a- and he just got, and we not even gonna get into the Olympics with three gold medals.
The boys up there fighting. But anyhow, hold on one
But
sec. Hold
yeah,
on.
like that's really what it is. Like
T Mac.
when we go ahead.
T Mac is a 7-time All Star, 2-time All NBA first team, 3-time All NBA second team, 2-time scoring champion, and he got a NBA most improved player. So
Yeah, I
his
think them two scoring titles because he has one less All Star game appearance than PG, but he got two scoring titles, and they both had MVP. They both had most improved. But like I said, that two scoring title that's not easy to do, especially being in a league where you had Kobe, you had Shaq, you had AI. Like there was a crazy amount of scores around that time for T Mac. So the fact that he got two of them bad boys, it outraged PG. I'm sorry, it outraged it. It is what it is. Like it's just really what it is.
Yeah, so like and that's not the slight PG, man. Like I
Yeah,
said, the fact that he even came back from that broken leg, like
yeah.
the way he did, the fact that he was able to carry them Indiana teams to some unlikely wins, the fact that he even played well in Oklahoma City
He could have won the MVP. He was close.
after KD left, and it's just one of them things where hey, now you're in LA, y'all ain't done nothing since you've been in LA. I can't call somebody the GOAT who was so salty at that three that Dame hit on him that he was like, man, that was a bad shot. He's still standing on that.
No, he clarified this stuff. He literally said I was salty, but I should have worded it better. He clarified it because he if y'all not know, y'all should tune in. He definitely got a nice podcast going on. It's very
Oh yeah,
entertaining, and he definitely know how to talk. So, but yeah, he clarified that it was like, yeah, I was salty. I was in my head, but it was just like because he broke down the moment. He was sitting there like, okay, I'm sitting here watching him, and I'm looking at the clock right behind him. So he's like, when he's gonna make his move?
right.
And he said he starts to size up. He's like, I know he's not about to pull it. And
So
as
he
he's
jumped
saying that
early.
in his head, he jumped early. As soon as he pulled it, he was like, ain't nothing you can do about that,
No,
dude.
no, but no, that was just a little slight at him.
Yeah, just looks like
At the end of the day, Paul George is definitely one of the better players of this generation from the last 15, 20 years. But it's just way too many people in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, it's just way too many people in front of him. From Steph to maybe even Klay Thompson has an argument to KD to still LeBron,
Giannis.
Giannis, still LeBron.
Yo,
Joker. Like it's just so many players. Even his own teammate Kawhi Leonard.
yeah,
And then,
because technically, if he was gonna have that conversation, Kawhi said,
exactly. So it's like, come on, man. Like, how you gonna give Paul George the GOAT, but you're not even gonna,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense to me.
right.
But at
Even
the end,
saying my goat is weird because I don't even say my goat for my play.
yeah, because you can say my favorite player, right? Because
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
a lot of us grew up worshiping Iverson, but we knew he wasn't the GOAT. Like we knew it. We all knew that he had the potential to become one or the GOAT,
Yeah,
but he never reached that potential. And just because I love his commercials, just because I love playing with him on 2K, and I think this is part of the reasoning behind a lot of these younger players now is who they play with on 2K. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them played with Paul George growing up on 2K, and they got them in their feelings about him. You know what I'm saying?
and
They
he was a
probably want
cover athlete too.
right, and they won a few championships with him on 2K, but that ain't happened in real life, young fellas. That's a video game. None of that stuff really actually happened. You know what I'm saying? The numbers
Yeah.
don't lie. He's a good player. I wouldn't even say he's great, and in order to be considered the GOAT, you got to be great, man. He's great at a couple of things.
Accolades.
Yeah, he's great at defense,
Yeah.
but not the greatest of all time. We know that's Michael Jordan. I don't care what nobody says. That hasn't changed yet. Mike did too much for the game, and then if you argue LeBron, I'll not. I'm not going to
I-
concede it, but I can understand how you can say LeBron. Anybody that's saying Kobe, I don't understand it because Kobe is Michael Jordan Jr. So it's like, I can't. That's like
I
calling
mean,
Robin better than Batman. You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
I don't know. Because when it comes to Robin, it's just like he was never even close
Like
to Batman.
Gohan and Goku. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like Gohan had his moment where he looked like he was gonna become the GOAT, but it's still Goku. You know what I'm saying? It's still Goku. So that's what it is with Kobe and Mike. So yeah, shout out to everybody who grew up watching Paul George, all these young players who used him for inspiration to make it to the NBA. But pump your brakes, fellas. Pump your brakes. It ain't that. He ain't that.
Real quick. Just a little real quick. Yeah, change the terminology around. Like you ain't gotta call everything you go. Learn how to say it's your favorite player. If that's your favorite
I blame
player,
the
go.
hip hop community, bro. Like the hip hop community. Oh, Lil Wayne the goat. Jay-Z the goat. Lil this person the goat. I heard somebody tell me that Young Slime. What's his name? What's his name? The dude that's
Young
in jail.
Thug.
Young Thug is the goat. Like he tried to break it down to me why he's the greatest rapper ever, and I'm like, man, you couldn't even
Nah,
understand. You couldn't even understand Young Thug for the first 10 years of his
I
career,
was about
bro.
to say you could talk influential, but greatest. Come on now.
Stop it, stop it. So hip hop culture is really part of the reason why this whole GOAT debate happens across different spectrums. And I can accept that, you know what I'm saying? Because, it is what it is. But y'all already know what it is. This is NBA Central. You guys can follow us on all the other Central families. We got Chicago Bulls Central, Bears Central, Sky Central, Hawks Central, Cubs and White Sox Central, coming soon, Chicago Fire Central, and the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. Y'all gonna keep rocking with us. We appreciate it, man. Let us know in the comment section what y'all think about this conversation around Paul George and his I guess his place in the pantheon of NBA greats, you guys. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. I'm Big Bro. We got Steve-O in the building. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break